We welcome you to General Foley Stadium here in Worcester, Massachusetts as the Worcester Wildcats host the Hartford Colts in their 2022 home opener. We welcome you to the broadcast, everybody. I'm Stephen Err. The Wildcats and the Colts both coming off Week 1 losses are looking to avoid an 0-2 start today as they face off against one another. The Wildcats lost 32-25 to the defending champion Western Mass Blitzen Bears, while the Colts lost 21-6 on the road to the Southern Vermont Storm. So once again, both teams here in Week 2 are looking to avoid that 0-2 start and get their first win of the 2022 season. All right, we are ready to go. The Colts have won the toss. They have deferred to the second half, so the Wildcats will start with the football to begin this game. It is a hot and humid 91 degrees out here in Worcester, Massachusetts, here at General Foley Stadium. But these players are all fired up. They're ready to go, as are we here in the booth. There's the hand, the signal. Are you ready for some football? I know we are. You're glad you're with us here on YouTube. Here we go. The ball kicked down low. And number 7 going after. We'll get you to the roster in a minute. And return by number 7. Breaks one tackle. Makes away. Still going. And gets to maybe about the 14-some-odd yard line. Number 7 for the Worcester Wildcats. Returning that football. We have no number 7 on our roster, of course. But out comes seasoned veteran Tim Bushy, who threw 4 touchdowns last week in a loss against the Western Mass Blitzen Bears in a rematch of the 2021 New England Football League AA championship game, 26-7. Wildcats posted a 10-0 regular season record, but ultimately came up short in the championship game. And now they've lost 2 in a row, both of those losses coming to the same Western Mass Blitzen Bears. But they will start with the football here first. The ball is placed at the 16-yard line. That's where this offense will start for the Wildcats. Last week against the Blitzen Bears, Bushy threw 4 touchdowns, 2 of those going to number 23. Number 23 here on our roster is Manuel Rosario. So that's the guy we'll be watching for here today. As we get started here, let's go first down and 10, ball at 16. We'll zoom in here so we get you a better view. First and 10 from the 16-yard line. And a flag. It's going to be a false start on the Wildcats to start off. Not the kind of start Coach Dennis Faulkner wants from his team. So once again, talk about it. Tim Bushy threw 4 touchdowns last week. 2 of those going to number 23, Michael Rosario. So that's the guy we'll be looking for here today in this football game. Hartford Colts, again, coming off a 21-6 loss against the Southern Vermont Storm. Both teams looking to avoid that 0-2 start here early on in this season. Wildcats, of course, their home opener. Colts have yet to have their home opener. We'll get to that in a little bit. Meanwhile, we have now a second down at 15, ball back at this. Looks like the ball's placed around the 9-yard line. 11-yard line, excuse me. It's a 5-yard penalty. They'll hand it off. Let's see who that is. It looks like number 4. Breaks a tackle. There's a hole up the middle. There he goes. There he goes. And finally brought down here at the 45-yard line. Number 4 brought down after a gain. It looks like maybe over 30 yards. Huge gain. We don't have a number 4 on our roster, unfortunately. But a big play there for the Worcester offense as they get it started here early on. A big play after a penalty on the first play of the game. Big time stuff right there for the running back number 4. No name on our roster, so we'll just go with number 4. Game being broadcast at the Berkshire Bank Fields at Foley Stadium here in downtown Worcester, Massachusetts. This is Stephen Err, broadcaster for the Worcester Wildcats, calling this game. Hoping the sound is as good as it can get because we have no working headsets. The ball now plays at the 45-yard line, so a gain of 34. First down, Worcester. Bushy hands off again. The flag is down, so that's going to come back. Looks like actually number 7, who returned the kickoff. Still no name, but for another flag, this one is probably coming back unless we get a defensive penalty. Let's see what the refs say. And it is a hold on the Worcester Wildcats, so they back them up 10 yards. Ball will be placed back at the 35-yard line. And we adjust our camera now so you get the best view possible. Hopefully you're getting the best sound possible because we are doing this headsetless because we thought it would work better. So after that holding penalty, brings it back to the 35-yard line. We're at the 13-minute mark now here in the first quarter. First and 10 ball, and now officially placed at the 37-yard line. Credit to the Worcester Wildcats for having their own scoreboard operator. Not something you see very often in semi-pro football is a scoreboard operator, but we have one here today. So first down from the 37-yard line. Bushy fakes it. He's going up top. He has a man there. The pass is almost intercepted, almost picked off. Needs to throw better than that. That was kind of underthrown. So it brings up a third down, very long now. Or second down. Second down and 18 from 37. Twelve minutes, first quarter. Still scoreless, second down and 18 from the 37-yard line for Worcester. Bushy in the shotgun. And fakes another handoff. This one going short. Pass is caught by number 19. Once again, no name on the roster. So a short gain there, only about 2 yards. So it'll be third and 16, ball out the 39-yard line. Not a big play there for Worcester on a second and long throw, a short pass to the receiver. Oh, we do have a number 19 here. Festus Conneth Jr. making the catch there, number 19. Only for a gain of 2 though, so still third down and a minivan for the Wildcats. The third down and long for the Worcester Wildcats. Here's Bushy back to pass. Bushy going, has a man. That pass is, let's see the call. They're calling it incomplete. The pass is incomplete. And so the first drive for the Worcester Wildcats stalls, and they'll punt it away. Number 89. James Viana is the kicker for the Wildcats. And they'll punt it away here. Punt it away here on fourth down. As their first drive stalls, an almost interception, would-be interception by the Colts. And then it's just a short pass after a penalty by Bushy, following an incompletion on third down. Oh, excuse me. The kicker is number 89. The punter here is number 13, Emmanuel Baidu. Interesting enough, Emmanuel Baidu is actually listed not just a punter, he's also a wide receiver, a linebacker, and a safety. And now here he comes. He's going to punt it away, and there goes the punt. Ball rolling inside and ball will land about the 21-yard line. So that's where the Colts will start. We'll take a break. We're not going anywhere, though, for you guys watching on YouTube, so just stay tuned. We'll be right back for our first drive for the Hartford Colts as they get on offense for the first time. 9:51 left here, first quarter, still scoreless. The Hartford Colts are now on offense for the first time. We do not have a roster for the Hartford Colts, as on the New England Football League website, the numbers were unavailable to us, so therefore we could not really go with the full roster. We do apologize profusely. But either way, it's a first down at the 21-yard line for the Colts. First play on offense. And they'll pitch out to their running back. Spin back to the outside. Gets back to the inside. Short gain, about 2-3 yards on that one. It'll be second down, about 7 from the 23-yard line. The Colts lost their home opener, or their season opener anyway. They don't have a home opener yet. They lost 21-6 to the Southern Vermont Storm last week. And they really, even last year, they had not the best season. They only had like 1 win. So it's kind of like a bounce-back season here for the Hartford. They're looking for a bounce-back season. And so far, they're 0-1, looking to avoid that 0-2 start here early on in the season. Of course, Worcester, the defending runner-ups, they will finish 10-0 in 2021, but lost the NFL AA Championship to the Western Metropolitan Bears, who they lost to once again last week. Second down and 8, officially ball at the 20. 3 receivers out wide. 4 receivers out wide. And they'll hand it off again. Cut back to the middle as the running back, and down he goes. Great play there by the Worcester defense, making the stop. Brings up 3rd down and long for the Colts. No gain on that play. 3rd and 8 from the 20. Here we go. Officially now 3rd down and 7. I don't see who made the tackle on that play, but it is a 3rd down and long. The ball now placed at the 24-yard line, so it is a 3rd down and 7 for the Colts. Third down and 7 from the 24-yard line. 7:50 left here in the first quarter. Back to pass is the quarterback. He's going to run, scrambling, still going. 1st down and more. He gets to about the 35-yard line. They only needed 7. They got about 11. Big play there for the Hartford Colts as they, unlike the Wildcats, get the game's 1st down out to their own 35-yard line, gain of 11. So after that big run there, the Wildcats did get a 1st down. So it's the 2nd 1st down of the game. The first for the Colts, however, ball at the 35-yard line. We just passed the 7-minute mark here in the first quarter. It is a very hot and humid day here in Worcester, Massachusetts. Temperatures reaching up to 91 degrees. We're hoping as the game progresses, it will cool down. We'll get you an update on the weather as soon as we get one. Or at least throughout the game anyway. So 1st down and 10 for the Colts. Ball placed at the 35-yard line. And a handoff to the running back, and he gets swallowed up there by the Worcester defense. Led there by number 31. Give me 1 second here. That is Shaquille Agbanyo. I'm not kidding. That's how it's pronounced. How it's spelled anyway. Agbanyo. Number 31 leading the way there for Worcester's defense. Making that stop. A loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12 as we reach the 6-minute mark here in the first quarter. Still a scoreless game here at Foley Stadium. What a beautiful stadium, by the way. Credit to Foley Stadium for allowing the Wildcats to play their games here for the last few seasons. Second down and 12 coming up. Rolling out. He's good. Throws over the middle. That one is knocked away. Bunch of triple coverage out there for the Wildcats. A 9-yard pass goes incomplete. And it'll bring up 3rd and 12 for the Colts, who are looking to score the game's 1st touchdown. Third and 12 from the 31 coming up. 5:28 left here first quarter. Looks like the ref was holding a penalty flag. I did not see that come out. Not sure what that was about. Missed that. Ball still at the 31-yard line, however. It's 3rd down and 12. It's what the scoreboard reads up here in Foley Stadium from our view here in the booth. Third down and 12. And the quarterback back pass throwing. Oh, down he goes. There he goes. Down he goes into the hands of number 53. Again, no name here for number 53 on our roster. But the Worcester defense makes the play. Bringing up 4th down. Looks like they might have bought the blitz there. And for a second, it looked like the quarterback actually was able to get away, but unfortunately, at the end, the Wildcat defense gets to him, and number 53 is credited with the sack. Brings up 4th down and 16. Ball at the 27. We're about to reach the 4-minute mark here in the first quarter. So both teams now punted on their first drives. Wildcats will get the football back here. And coaches for Worcester reminding their players to hydrate because, again, it is in the lower 90s here today. A heat wave going all around the East Coast, if you know about it. It's not good. And there's the kick, the punt. Line drive. And dropped at the 40-yard line by number 7. Picks it back up. Scrambled to the outside, breaks the tackle. Now has a little room. Pass midfield into Colt territory and finally bought out about the 45-yard line. Therefore, the Wildcats are going to have great field position to start this drive with 3:25 left here in the first quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching a presentation of the Worcester Wildcats as the crowd gets wild here. Worcester Wildcats here on YouTube. 3:25 left here, first quarter. The Worcester Wildcats and the Hartford Colts in a New England Football League semi-pro football matchup. Still scoreless here, but the Wildcats with a great kickoff return, a punt return, had the ball at the Colts 45-yard line, first down to start their second drive of the game. Bushy out short to his fullback, wide receiver number 19. There he is again. There's Condis for the catch. With the catch, the camera was down. So number 19 has his second catch of the game. Ball now at the Colts 38-yard line. 33-yard line, That is a first down for the Worcester Wildcats. Bushy, second completion of the day. Both of those going to the same end, number 19. As they now have a first down at the Colts 33-yard line. And Bushy's going to hand it off to the fullback number 5, and he gets to the 30. That's a gain of 3. Number 3 is listed as Michael Superner Jr., a D-back. So I'm not sure if that's actually him or he's playing both sides of the ball. But he does get the 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7, ball at the 30. We have reached the 2-minute warning here in the first quarter. Ball placed at the Colts 30-yard line. Bushy back in the shotgun. 3 receivers out. And he fakes it. Throws short. Pass caught. There's number 23 with the catch. At the 25. Still going. Breaking tackles. Finally going down inside the 25. Nice gain there for number 23. Oh, there he is. We talked about him pregame. Michael Rosario, who had 2 touchdowns in the game last week against Western Mass. He gets another catch here. His first of the game. And the ball now at the 22-yard line. Gain of 11. First down, Worcester. About to be down to the final minute here in the first quarter. Still scoreless, but the Wildcats are threatening. Almost in the red zone. Under 1 minute now, first quarter. We're still scoreless. Presentation of the Worcester Wildcats and the New England Football League here on YouTube. My name is Stephen Erd, the broadcaster and reporter for the Worcester Wildcats. Trying to bounce back from their 2021 championship loss to the Western Mass Blitzen Bears. Off to an 0-1 start this season. Bushy throws short outside to he is again, Condis Jr. And he's still breaking tackles down to about the 15-yard line. So that's a gain of maybe about a gain of 7 on that play. Bring up 2nd down and 3. Ball at the 15-yard line. Now the play clock has stopped. The game clock has stopped. And we have a timeout by the Colts. We'll take the timeout with them. You're watching a presentation of the Worcester Wildcats right here on YouTube. 28 seconds left. First quarter still scoreless. Worcester Wildcats and the Hartford Colts. I'm Stephen Erd, the play-by-play broadcaster for the Worcester Wildcats. We thank you for watching this game here on YouTube, a presentation of the Worcester Wildcats and the New England Football League. Ball placed at the 27-yard line, first down and 15 for Worcester. And Bushy hands off to number 7 again, and he's gonna. There he goes. Then a flag is down as he gets inside the 15. Looks like this one might be coming back. Another penalty here on the Worcester Wildcats. Let's see what the refs say though. Is that Lily? And there's a holding on the Wildcats. That's the second one here in the first quarter. The game clock never ran. It still reads 28 seconds, so they must have reset the play clock or the game clock. Now the clock is running once again. Ball is back at the 36-yard line. Let's see if the Wildcats run another play here for the end of the first quarter. And they will not. End of one here in Worcester. The Wildcats and the Colts tied at 0. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You're watching a presentation of the New England Football League and the Worcester Wildcats right here on YouTube. Start of the second quarter. The Worcester Wildcats and the Hartford Colts are tied at 0. I'm Stephen Err here at General Foley Stadium in Worcester, Massachusetts. First down at 23 for the Wildcats at the 36-yard line. Bushy hands off to the running back number 7 again. He breaks the tackle. There he goes. Still breaking tackles inside the 20. Huge gain there for the Wildcats on a first down at 23. He's going to bring up a second down and short here. Just the kind of play the Wildcats needed, as they are now in the red zone for the first time today. Ball placed at the 19, so we bring up a second down at 6. Much more doable than a second down at 23. Gain of 14 on that play. Or gain of 17 on that play, excuse me. If we are able to get a number 7 recognized, we will give him credit for all he's done tonight. I do apologize to him. We don't have his name on our roster. So second down at 6 here. Ball at the 19-yard line. Bushy hands it off. There he goes again, number 7. So going inside, looks like inside the 10-yard line. Huge gain there. It's going to bring up a first down and goal for the Wildcats. And the running game has been spectacular for the Wildcats so far tonight. Several huge gains has got them down the field on both our first 2 drives. Unfortunately, the first one obviously ended at a punt. Bushy completing a couple passes to number 19. Number 19, Festus Conitz Jr. Had to give him credit for what he's done here so far in this game. First and goal, handoff, number 5. And no signal yet. Looks like he hasn't got to the end zone yet. He is almost there. Number 5's Mike Seifert. We can give credit to him for that run. Bring up second down and goal. We'll see where the market. About down to the 1-yard line. First, second and goal at the 1. So Worcester now looking to just punch it in from right here. Second down and goal from the 1-yard line. And a handoff to Seifert. Seifert is in for the touchdown. Touchdown Worcester. They get on the board first here tonight in Worcester, Massachusetts. A walk-in touchdown for number 5, Mike Seifert. And the Wildcats lead it 6-0. Again, we talked about it already. The running game was huge on their first couple drives here, and now it gets them the game's first touchdown. And though number 89, we mentioned her earlier as the punter, he's actually the kicker, James Viana, will come on for the extra point. They get a 7-0 game. Mike Seifert once again with the 1-yard touchdown run. Walks it right into the end zone. Give Wildcats a 6-0 lead. James Viana now looking to make it 7-0 Worcester. And he does. So there you go, 7-0 Worcester Wildcats on top. 12-11 left here in the first half. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. You're watching a presentation of the Worcester Wildcats and the New England Football League right here on YouTube. 7-0 Wildcats. James Viana kicks off. And that one goes into the end zone. Let's see if they returned it. No, they will not. There is a touchback. So the Colts will start at the 20-yard line. Speaking of scores, 7-0 Worcester, let's give you some updates from last week. Week 1 of the New England Football League kickoff last week. The Mass Warriors, they shut out the Rhode Island Raptors 12-0. Speaking of another team from Rhode Island, the Riptide defeated the Connecticut Reapers 8-6. And the Brevant Ravens defeated the Boston Chargers 14-8. So really, in retrospect, the highest scoring game of the week came from these Worcester Wildcats last week. They lost 32-25 to the Western Mass Blitzen Bears in a rematch of the 2021 New England Football League AA Championship. So far right now, 7-0 Worcester. 12:07 left here first half. Hartford with the ball once again. Ball placed at the 25-yard line. Second drive for the Colts on offense. Defense gave up the first touchdown, a 1-yard score from Michael Seifert. They'll look to even the score up here now in the second quarter. With the first down here, ball at the 25-yard line. And they're going to hand off to the fullback. Oh no, it's a fake by the run. The quarterback runs, but he's going to be swallowed up and twisted around. He gets maybe a yard or two. And an excellent play there by number 27. Give us one moment to see if we have a 27 here. We do. We have Zachary Lavalley. I'm probably saying that wrong. I do apologize, Mr. Lavalley. Could be Lavalley. Let's go with that. Zachary Lavalley twisting the quarterback as he faked the handoff, ran with the football, and actually he lost 7 yards on that play. I thought it looked like a gain to me. But the Worcester Wildcats, again, a great play by Zach Lavalley. It'll be second down and 13. Yes, okay, he lost. All right, ball's back at the 22. Let's leave it at that. So it was a loss of 3, not a loss of 7. Trying to keep up with the score guy over here. It's credit to him. Running the scoreboard over here at Foley Stadium. 11:20 left first half. Worcester still leads at 7-0. Second and 13 from the 22-yard line. And a fumble. The ball goes over his head. Back in the end zone. He's going to be brought down in the end zone. That is going to be a safety. The Wildcats now lead it 9-0. A misconstruction by the Hartford O-line. Their center hiked the ball over the quarterback's head. It goes into the end zone. And the defense sacks the quarterback in the end zone for a safety. It is 9-0. Worcester 11:04 left here in the first half. So that's a credit there to the defense making the play there after just a bad play by the Colts offense. Now the Colts, unfortunately for them, have to give the ball back to the Wildcats offense. And the Wildcats will have an opportunity to make this a 2 or even 3 score game here early on in the second quarter. So here's the lineup for the kickoff now. After giving up the safety, 9-0 Worcester. Looks like the weather, it's not as hot as it was earlier. It's not as hot as it was at kickoff. Kind of a little grateful for that. And there's the kickoff. I'm going to zoom out here so we get a better view. And once again, it's number 7 taking this one. He's going to, he's going to break a tackle. Spins out another one here to midfield and out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Another great run there by number 7. We'll get a number at halftime. We'll get a name from him at halftime. So the Wildcats looking to extend on their lead, 9-0. You can see up there in their top corner. You see the scoreboard reads 9-0. Worcester 10:53 left here in the first half. And the Wildcats are back on offense, led again by Tim Bushy. Seasoned veteran, threw 4 touchdowns last week in the loss to the Western Mass Blitzen Bears. 2 of those touchdowns going to number 23, Manuel Rosario. Rosario has 1 catch so far in this game. It was a nice gain. And it led to the first touchdown of the game, the only touchdown of the game for the Wildcats. So first down ball actually placed at the 44-yard line. It looked like number 7 had stepped out at the 45, but they give him the extra yard. So first down, Worcester ball at the 44-yard line of the Hartford Colts. And Bushy hands it off to the running back. There's Seaford again, breaking tackles. Then there he goes inside the 35, down to about the 32-yard line. That is a gain of 12. And another Worcester Wildcats first down. Whistle blows. Again, this run game for the Wildcats has been key for them so far in this one. 10:25 left here first half, and now another whistle blows. And number 59 coming out, one of the offensive linemen for Worcester. And now they're calling for a tackle. The refs are calling for another tackle to come into the game. And there goes number 25. Let's see if we have a number for him. A name for him. We do. Millahome Gene Charles, listed as one of the tight ends for the team. I guess that'll have to do. Tight end can play offensive line. He's also a defensive lineman, so why not? Play both sides of the ball. That's what you do in semi-pro. And also, by the way, in the National Arena League, as they wrap up their 2022 regular season, first season of Ironman football, where all players will have to play both sides of the football unless you are a quarterback or a kicker. More on that, check out Inside the Arena on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We've now reached the 10-minute mark here in the first half. Worcester leads 9-0. Ball placed at the 32-yard line. Bushy fakes the pass, is caught at number 23. Wide open spaces, and number 23 down inside the 5-yard line. And there he is again, Michael Rosario with the catch, his second of the game. Another huge gain for the Wildcats, and it sets up a 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line at the 3-yard line. Wildcats now threatening to take a 3-score lead here in the second quarter. See if they can execute. We'll bring our camera in a little closer so we can get you a better view of what's going on down there near the goal line. Ball at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal, 9:07 left first half. Wildcats lead 9-0. They're threatening to make this a 2 or 3 score game, depending on what happens with the extra point. There we go, 1st down and goal at the 3. Receiver in motion. Bushy pumps. Bushy throws. Pass is incomplete. Throws short. Looks like Seaford was actually the intended receiver, so if Seaford had caught that pass, there was a chance he was either going to get tackled or he was going to have his second touchdown of the night. Inside 8:10 left in the first half. Wildcats up 9-0. Second down and goal after the incompletion from Tim Bushy. Ball at the 3-yard line. She hands it off to Seaford. Seaford is in for the touchdown, his second of the game. And the Wildcats extend their lead. It is now 15-0. Michael Seaford scores his second touchdown of the night. And while the Wildcats are looking to run away with this one early on. And they're going to go for the extra point here, so we'll make it a 16-0 game. Technically, it's a 2-score game. The kicker, James Viana, coming out for the extra point after. A much better performance here in this game by the Wildcats. They've already scored 15 points after scoring just 25 all of last week against the Western Mass Blitzen Bears. And Viana's extra point flag is 2 flags are down. The kick is up. The kick is good, but let's check the penalty. And it's a defensive offside, Penalty declined. The kick is good. The Worcester Wildcats lead at 16-0 over the Hartford Colts. 7:50 left here in the first half. We'll take a break. Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back. We're watching a presentation of the Worcester Wildcats in the New England Football League right here on YouTube. 16-0 Wildcats here at General Foley Stadium in Worcester, Massachusetts. They lead over the Hartford Colts in New England Football League semi-pro matchup. Stephen R here on the call for the broadcast for the Worcester Wildcats as this one kicks away, taken about the 11-yard line from the Colts, going up the middle past the 20, and finally there's a big hit there inside the 25. Now a flag is down. That's probably going to be unnecessary roughness on the Wildcats, but let's see. Can't read the number of the jersey. It looks like number 34, which would be Darius Givens, one of the running backs on the team. But let's... And indeed it is. That is Darius Givens coming in with the tackle on the kickoff. Playing special teams. He normally plays running back. And an unsportsmanlike conduct, kind of like I said. I don't know who it was against. Might have been Darius Givens, might have been somebody else. But it's on the Worcester Wildcats, so another ball will be placed 15 yards away. So you see the Wildcats backing up toward midfield. 7:39, by the way. 16-0 Worcester Wildcats is your score over the Hartford Colts. Presentation of the Worcester Wildcats in New England Football League here from General Foley Stadium in Worcester, Massachusetts. The temperature, by the way, has gone down by the whole 2 degrees, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is only 89 degrees here in Worcester, as opposed to 91 degrees at kickoff. We're hoping the temperature goes down a little more as the game progresses. But of course, the players are encouraged by their coaches and everybody else to remain hydrated. Water is your friend. Remember that. So ball placed at the 42-yard line. So the kickoff got up to the 27. At the 15-yard penalty on the Wildcats, brings it out to the 42-yard line. As you can tell, there is shade coming down on the field. A lot of trees to the left of our screen. A bunch of houses and then really big trees covering part of the field anyway. As you can see, the outsides of the field are not shaded. Both benches are shaded though, so that's a big break for both of those teams. You see one of the defensive linemen ready to do an RKO, number 25. And there's Gene Charles, who played tight end, stepped in as an O-lineman on the Wildcats' last drive on the scoring play for Michael Seifert. Looked like he's ready to do RKO on one of the players here for the Colts. First down and 10. Ball at the 43-yard line. Hartford down 16-0 to the Worcester Wildcats. 7:39 here left in the first half. And they're going to hand it off to the running back. Almost got brought down. Now will be brought down. Looks like he lost about a yard, number 20 with the run. And there's number 31. We'll call him Shaq, because I don't want to say his last name wrong. Shaq Agbanyo. That's what I'm reading here on my roster. Shaquille Agbanyo. So let's call him Shaq from here on out. He looks like he made the tackle. And actually, there was a gain of 1 on that play. So second down and 9. Ball at the 44-yard line for the Hartford Colts. We are just about 7 minutes left here in the first half. Both teams still have all 3 of their timeouts. They'll probably use those past the 2-minute warning. Save themselves some time, but either team will want to score before the half. As usually is in the game of football. But now a second down and 9, gain of 1 on that play by the Colts. And a low snap, but the quarterback gets it, throws short, passes, incomplete. They were trying to go with the screen to the running back, number 20, and the ball was just underthrown. Brings up third down and 9. 6:26. The clock is still running. I thought in semi-pro football the clock stops running after an incomplete pass, but they're letting the clock run. We'll just go with it here. I don't know. Just gonna go with it. Again, a very nice day here in Worcester. It is very humid, very hot, but it's such a beautiful day to get out and go swimming. So if you were able to enjoy your Saturday here, July 23rd, well, I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear you were able to enjoy. You see there, the clock is running even after the completion. We're now inside 6 minutes left here in the first half. 39 ball at the 44-yard line. Next pass. Rolling out to his left. Pressure coming. He's going to throw it away, and the pass is caught at midfield. Nice play there by number 44, making the catch in double coverage. But however, still not enough for a first down. I'll bring a 4th and 3. Let's see what the Colts want to do here. Are they going to punt or are they going to go for it? They are down 16-0. They don't want to see them go down anymore. And now whistle blows. And we'll have a timeout by the Colts. We'll take the timeout with them. 5:06 left here in the first half. The Worcester Wildcats lead the Hartford Colts 16-0. You're watching a presentation of the Worcester Wildcats and the New England Football League right here on YouTube. 5:06 left first half. Worcester leads 16-0 over the Hartford Colts. New England football action on a 4th and 3 at the 50. Pass is incomplete. The Colts went for it on 4th down and it did not work. Another short pass out of the reach of number 20, the running back for the Colts, and the Wildcats offense will take over on downs with 4:59 left here in the first half. We'll take a very short break. You're watching the presentation of the Worcester Wildcats and the New England Football League right here on YouTube. All right, here go the Wildcats. First down at the 50-yard line after the defense forced a turnover on downs. Bushy hands off to number 7. Breaks out the middle. There he goes. Cohen keep going. And down the sideline. There he goes. Finally brought out of bounds inside the 25. Another big gain. And again, this run game for the Wildcats continues to just dominate this Colts defense. And they have another first down inside Colt territory. Huge play there for number 7. Ball placed at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Wildcats 4:30 left here first half. .4:10 left first half. Ball placed at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Pushing in the shotgun. And he'll hand it off. Number 7 again. Taking the ball. To break it tackles. Still going. There he goes. Into the end zone. Touchdown Worcester. And a 3rd rushing touchdown of the night for the Wildcats offense. And now they are up 22-0 here with just 3:30 left in the first half. Absolute dominant performance by this offensive line, giving both their running backs, Michael Seifert and number 7, plenty of room to run and plenty of opportunities to make big plays, including their 3rd rushing touchdown of the night. 3:15 left first half. Here comes James Viana, kick the extra point, make this a 23-0 football game. Dominant first half here by the Wildcats, especially in the run game. Bushy does have a couple completions, but no touchdown passes just yet. Might see more of him in the second half, though. Wait and see. Here's James Viana, kick the extra point. And knocks it through. 23-0 is your score. 2:39 left here first. 2:38 here. Excuse me, first half. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to You're watching a presentation of the New England. You're watching a presentation of the Worcester Wildcats and the New England Football League right here on YouTube. Absolutely dominant first half here by the Worcester Wildcats. They lead it 23-0 over the Hartford Colts in this New England Football League presentation here on YouTube. I'm Stephen Erb, broadcasting from Billy Stadium in Worcester, Massachusetts. as the Colts take the kickoff. Out to the 20, breaks to the left outside, finally brought down around the 24-yard line. 2:25 left here and counting in the first half. Again, Wildcats lead at 23-0. Michael Seifert has 2 touchdown runs. And number 7 had a touchdown run of his own. Quarterback Tim Bushy does have a couple completions, including 2 big plays to Rosario, one of the top receivers for the Wildcats so far in this early on in this season. And we have reached the 2-minute warning here in Worcester. The Wildcats lead at 23-0 over the Hartford Colts. Take a break. We'll be right back for the conclusion of the first half. You're watching a presentation of the Worcester Wildcats and the New England Football League right here on YouTube. All right, 2-minute warning here in Worcester. The Wildcats lead 23-0 over the Hartford Colts. New England Football League action. I'm Stephen Err. General Foley Stadium in Worcester, Massachusetts. And here goes the quarterback again to get a scramble, throw over the middle, pass is caught. And brought down after one missed tackle by number 5. Looked like Seifert out there. Tackle is made by number 1. Let's see if we got his number. We do. That is William Fitz. The first time we're calling Fitz's number here tonight. Makes the catch. And it is a second down and 4 from the 30-yard line for the Hartford Colts. Possibly the first positive play for the Colts we've seen all night. It's 8-back pass, pressure coming, and down he goes. There we go. Wrapped up and brought down by number 59. Who we do not have a name for on our roster, but number 59 there with the sack. So just as we talked about, the Hartford Colts had a positive play, a gain of 6. They have a negative play, loss of 9. 3rd and 13. We're now inside 1 minute left here in the first half. Wildcats, lead at 23-0, and the Colts face a 3rd down and 23 from their own 21-yard line. The clock continues to roll. 45 seconds left. When we return from the second half, we will give you updates if we have any on scores from around the league. If not, we'll just give you the schedule. 3rd and 13 from 21. Going up top, deep, has a man. The pass is picked off, intercepted, and then dropped. Oh, a big break there for the Colts, but an unlucky play for the Wildcat defense. That is Zach Levely, who had the interception. Just let it slip right out of his hands. But however, the Colts once again come up with nothing. It's 4th and 13 at the 21. And let's see if they want to go for it here. Down 23-0 at the end of the first half. Otherwise, they're going to punt the ball. I expect the Wildcats to kneel, and we head to the locker room with the 23-0 halftime score. And the Colts are indeed going to punt, so we're going to take this one to the locker rooms probably. The Wildcats will take a knee. Head into the locker room with 23-0 halftime lead. They get the ball to start the second half because the Colts won the toss. They defer to the second half. Punts away. It's a short one. There's a flag on the field. And this ball will bounce at midfield. Take a Wildcat bounce. 3, 2, 1. The clock has run out. The game clock has reached triple zeros. Let's see if the refs won one more play. The game clock reads 0. And now the refs are signaling Wildcats players to come out on the field. And they will run a play. Well, let's see what the Wildcats do here. The ball is acted. Let's see where they place the football. And they put it back at the 21-yard line. And they will re-kick this football, actually. So I'm not sure how much time is left. The game clock reads 15 minutes. That is obviously not true. Should not read 15 minutes. Nonetheless, let's see. So again, Colts come up with nothing on another drive. And now another flag down. Looks like it was a fake punt of running. The quarterback has the football. He ran. And now it looks like we have reached the end of the first half here. Worcester Wildcats lead the Hartford Colts 23-0 at the end of the first half. We'll be back for the second half, including a look at week number 2 around the league and a look ahead to week 3 for both of these teams. So come right back with us. You're watching a presentation of the New England Football League and the Worcester Wildcats right here on YouTube. All right, ready for the start of the second half here in Worcester, Massachusetts. The Worcester Wildcats lead the Hartford Colts 23-0 in this New England Football League semi-pro matchup. We welcome you back to the broadcast, everybody. I'm Stephen Hart here, Philly Stephen Worcester. Here go the Colts. The quarterback is taking the kickoff. How about that? A flag is down. There is to the 20-yard line. A flag is down. How do you like that? The quarterback is taking the kickoff for the Colts. I thought the Wildcats were supposed to start the second half with the ball, but it looks like the Colts will be the ones starting with the ball. I did mention that the Colts won the toss and deferred to the second half, so I probably should have remembered that before I said anything. By the way, I have good news for everybody who's been paying attention this entire broadcast. We do have number 7. We have a name. His name is Xander Givens Perry. So we will credit him for his amazing rushing performance here today, including one of the 3 rushing touchdowns so far. And now we have an injured Colt, so we're going to take a break. Be right back. 23-0 is your score. Worcester Wildcats over the Hartford Colts. We get started here second half. Looks like there might have been a holding penalty on the kickoff. Therefore, the ball's back at the 10-yard line for Hartford. 1st and 10 from the 10. And a high snap. The quarterback gets it now in the end zone, and he's going to be wrapped up and brought down for another safety, the second safety of the game for the Wildcat defense. And let's see, number 59 leading the way. Well, like I mentioned, we don't have a 59 here listed on our roster. Apologize profusely for that, but the second safety of the game for the Wildcats, and it is now 25-0. So they've already reached their point total from last week here in the start of the second half. So if the game continues the way it's been going, we're going to see quite the score for the Wildcats. Camera not working here. I'm trying to zoom out so I can get a better view. We'll have to do what we have right now. Apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. Try to do that in our next break. Here's the kickoff, however. And this one will be taken about the 40-yard line. Number 24, we get your name in a moment. Number 24, there he goes. Down the sideline, breaking tackles. Down to the 30-yard line. Big return there for number 24. That is Norberto Rowland Jr. with the return for the Wildcats. A big one there. And once again, their offense coming back out, looking to build on their big lead already. 12:48 left here in the third quarter. 25-0 is the lead for the Wildcats. Now comes quarterback Tim Bushy and that Wildcat offense. Bushy threw 4 touchdowns last week, has not thrown one yet today, but there is plenty of football left to be played here in this game. So we might get our first touchdown here on this drive from Bushy. We'll see what happens. But right now it is a 1st down and 10. The ball is placed at the 30-yard line after that safety kickoff return for Norberto Rowland Jr. Bushy fakes, throws, short passes, caught. That's dropped. Pardon me, I spoke too soon. That is Manuel Rosario again. We talked about him earlier. 2 touchdowns last week in the loss against the West Mass Blitzen Bears. He has 2 big catches here. But right there, he has no catch. He just dropped it. Simple as that. Once again, bear with us with the camera, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a great view of this football game from Foley Stadium. We're just trying to zoom out, and unfortunately, this phone is not cooperating. Not sure why. We'll have to take a look at that either at the end of the third quarter, next time we get on the commercial break. But right now, we have a great view of the second down and 10 from the 30. Handoff to Perry. There he goes, cutting up the middle. Gets to, looks like, the 20-yard line. And the ref signal, there you go, coming into your screen. And a first down for the Worcester Wildcats as they continue to just dominate this Colts defense as they've done all night long. Another first down for the Wildcats. Another big run for Xander Givens-Perry. Ball placed it again at the 20-yard line. 10:50 left third quarter. Wildcats lead at 25-0. They scored all 25 all of last week in their game against the Western Mass Blitz and Bears. So even a field goal, and that would break that season high in points for the Wildcats. Let's see what they do here first. Third down and 1. And off to Perry. Perry, first down and more. Perry breaking off tackles, going inside the 10. Huge run there for Xander Givens-Perry. And once again, this Wildcat rushing team has led the way against this Hartford defense. They just continue to chew them apart. They already have 3 rushing touchdowns. Let's see if they go for the 4th. The ball is placed at the 8-yard line. It is first and goal at the 8 as we've reached the 10-minute mark here in the third quarter. Bushy in the shotgun. Perry to his left. First and goal from the 8. And off to Perry. Perry into the end zone. Touchdown, Worcester. The second rushing touchdown for Xander Givens-Perry. The 4th and all for the Wildcat offense. And they've expanded that lead to 31-0. And they've broken that season high in points here in week 2. They scored 25. Again, we mentioned it all last week against the Western Mass Blitz and Bears. They now have 31 here with 9:10 left in the third quarter as Piana coming on again for another extra point. The sun has gone down. We'll get you an update on the weather and whether the temperature has gone down right after this kick. The kick is, let's see, no signal. The kick at the crossbar. And now ref signals the kick is no good. Despite the missed extra point, it is still 31-0. Worcester all over these Hartford Colts. We'll take a quick break, try to fix our camera. We'll see what happens with that. You're listening and watching a presentation of the New England Football League and the Worcester Wildcats right here on YouTube. All right, we have fixed the camera. All we had to do was end the current video we had and then start another one. So here we go, back in action. Short kick by Viana, taken at the 30-yard line. Breaking tackles gets to about the 39-yard line for the Colts. And now here we go, zoom our camera, get back to where we were. Great shots here tonight. Great performance here by the Wildcats. 6:43 left third quarter. 31-0 is your score. It's been the running game who's led the way for Worcester. They have 4 rushing touchdowns tonight. 2 from Michael Seifert and 2 from Xander Givens-Perry. So a strong performance. We give credit to the offensive line. I'm sure we'll hear about that from the post game. Be sure to stay tuned to my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm on Facebook and Instagram at Stephen the third. That's the STEPHEN Roman numeral 3. For those who know what Roman numerals are, those are 3 lowercase L's, 3 capital I's, whatever you want to do. I'm on Twitter at WritingFanatic2. You can also look me up, Stephen STEPHENUR. On LinkedIn. We are on LinkedIn. Yes, you already know these highlights from this game and the post-game interviews with Coach Dennis Faulkner and running backs Michael Seifert and Xander Givens-Perry will be available on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But now we get back to the action here. Enough about my personal crap. Nobody cares about that. 1st and 10. Ball at the 39-yard line for the Hartford Colts. And the quarterback back to pass is going to roll out again. Chucks it down the sideline. The pass is caught Wildcats players saying incomplete. Let's see what the refs say. If it's a catch, it's a damn impressive one. But now we got another Colt down here. So on top of being down 31-0, the Colts are dealing with a couple injuries. We've seen a couple of them already. Wildcats have not yet had any injuries. Knock on wood. We don't see any injuries from the Wildcats. And that is ruled a catch. So impressive there by number 8, the quarterback for the Colts, rolling out to his left and throwing a pass in coverage, completing for a nice gain. And the ball is placed at the 49. It's a first down for the Colts. Second positive play for Hartford. Got to give it to them. 4:41 left, third quarter. They're still down 31-0. We'll give you a weather update, temperature update at the end of the third quarter. Broadcasting this game takes a lot of energy out of me, but I enjoy doing it so much. I do it for you, the fans, here in Worcester. First down, ball at the 49. It says midfield. 4:14 left, third quarter. Ball at midfield. And a long snap. Back to pass to the quarterback. It's going to roll. It's going to scramble here. The pressure's coming on. It throws over the middle. Pass is caught. Another good play there by the Colts. Into the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7 or 8. Now they're saying it's at the 44. Let's see where the ball is actually spotted. It's not spotted yet. I can't see it. And now we see it. It is at the 44 officially. Second down and 3. We're at 3.5 minutes left here in the third quarter, by the way. Nice little transition there. 3 minutes. Second and 3. You get it. And number 25. Let's see if we got a name here. We do. That's Gene Charles. Middle home Gene Charles, the tight end and defensive lineman for the Wildcats. He's on the sideline. He's here on the sideline screaming, "I want to go back. I'm ready to go back." You see him walking right there at the bottom of your screen. Just put his helmet back on if you see that, or 25. We'll see if he does get back out there. I'm sure he will. He does play 2 positions, one on the defensive line, one on the offensive line. And 8's going to scramble again. Here he goes. Trying to pull a Kenny Pickett, maybe fake slide, but it's not going to work. Gets to about the 39-yard line. That is another Hartford Colts first down, as this is the best drive we've seen from the Colts all night long. However, with 2:35 left here in the third quarter, they're still down by 31 points. So, best thing they could do right now is keep it going, just keep on trucking. They have no time. They really don't have any time to waste here. They're down 31 points with 2:20 left in the third quarter. Got to keep going. They are playing better offensively here on this drive than they have in the first half and through most of the third quarter, however. Sun has gone down, as you can tell. There is no more sun in our shot. There's no more sun in the sky. There's a beautiful sunset, though. Again, follow me on Twitter, RankFanatic2, to get that beautiful shot at the beautiful sunset. And the Colts have a first down at the Wildcat 39-yard line. And 8 back to pass again. Going to roll out again to his left. He's going to run. Goes up top for the end zone. The pass is incomplete. Oh, sorry. We got the camera. Camera got in the way of the bar here with a closed window. So I do apologize. The pass was dropped by number 18 in single coverage. We try our best to avoid that bar with the window. We have a little window here in the booth. They'll bring up second down. The clock is still running. Now reads 1:10 left here, third quarter. I don't know why they let the clock continue to run when it shouldn't be. But he went for it all, and it was almost a completion. Would have been down inside the 5-yard line. Unfortunately, it comes up with nothing. So it is second down and 10 from the 39. The clock is continuing to run. And the Wildcats, you can see they're still standing down there inside the 10-yard line. But the ball is back, and now it's at the 29-yard line. So there was to have been a 10-yard penalty. against Worcester or something I missed, but the ball is now placed at the 29, not the 39. You get the thing over here says it's placed at the 19, so we're all over the place, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, the ball is at the 29. You can see it middle of your screen. So now we're down to the final 15 seconds here, third quarter. I'm not sure why the clock has continued to run this entire time following an incomplete pass, but we'll go with it like we always have been so far in this game. First and 10 down ball at the 24. So that's on my bad, and the clock will run out. That's the end of the third quarter. The Worcester Wildcats lead the Hartford Colts 31-0. You're watching a presentation of the Worcester Wildcats and the New England Football League right here on YouTube. Alright, start of the fourth quarter, the Worcester Wildcats still lead the Hartford Colts 31-0. But the Colts have their best offensive drives thus far in this game. They have the ball first and 10 at the Wildcat 24-yard line, so they're now at scoring range. And quarterback back to pass once again. Gonna roll out to his right. Fakes, throws to the end zone. The pass is caught for the touchdown. Touchdown, Hartford. Looks like number 6 going up, grabbing that one for the touchdown. And the Hartford Colts are finally on the board. The score is now 31-6. Again, the best drive for the Colts all night long ends with the best possibility of all night long for them. They get their first touchdown of the night. They still find themselves down by a whole bunch, but there is still a whole lot of football left to be played. So don't go anywhere. As you saw in Super Bowl 51, the Falcons led 28-3 with 2:12 left in the third quarter. They wound up losing in overtime to the Patriots. So anything is possible, in the words of Kevin Garnett. Looks like the Colts might be going for 2 here. Make it a 31-8 football game. I don't see what the difference would really be here. Still got a lot of ground to cover as the clock continues to run. We're 13:55 and counting here in the fourth quarter. So yes, the Colts look, and they are going for 2 here. This will make it a 31-8 football game if they do convert. We shall see. And now they're changing the play up at the line. Quarterback goes from under center to being in the shotgun. 2 running backs to either side of him. He's gonna roll out to his left, come back out. Now he's down near the 25. Throws the ball up. It's picked off, intercepted, and the Wildcats are gonna return this one all the way. What a play by the Wildcat defense, stepping up, making a huge play here, and that is gonna be 2 points for Worcester. What a play, and it's going to make it a 33-6 football game here with 12:50 left in the fourth quarter. Oh no, they call it a touchdown. Not sure why they didn't. Not sure how they call that a touchdown. That was a 2-point conversion for the Colts. But however, the score now reached 37-6 in favor of the Wildcats. I don't know what that play was on the 2-point conversion. The quarterback scrambled way out of where he was supposed to be. He was back near the 25-yard line. Threw the ball right behind him, and it landed into the hands of the defender. That was electric. Alright, we're going to take a quick break. That was a lot there to break down and take a look at once again. We'll be right back. You're listening to a presentation of the New England Football League and the Worcester Wildcats right here on YouTube. Alright, they've fixed the score. It is indeed 33-6, not 37-6. Wildcats returning that 2-point conversion, an interception all the way back. And now here come the Wildcats again on offense. Number 13 takes the ball. That flag is down. He's down about the 35-yard line. This one might be coming back. Emmanuel Baidu, the second time we've called his name. Again, the punter, a wide receiver, a linebacker, and a safety, the only player with 4 positions listed on the roster. However, we do have Matthew Letourneau. We don't have a number for him, unfortunately, but he was listed also as a wide receiver, a linebacker, and a defensive back. So he has 3 positions. Again, Emmanuel Baidu does have 4. Not something you rarely see in any level of football, but it's very interesting to see it nonetheless. 33-6 your score. The clock is still running. We are about to hit the 10-minute mark here in this football game. And I don't want to say what they said on ABC during the Monday Night Miracle back in 2000, but the moment I turn the lights out, it's over. Barring some catastrophic meltdown here by the Wildcats, they're going to walk away with the victory here tonight. The Hartford Colts will fall to 0-2. By the way, I do want to mention, we did not get to this at the beginning of the first half. I apologize for that. Let's talk about week 2. We have the Riptide and the Raptors in a battle of Rhode Island. The Storm are hosting the New England Bombers, formerly the Greater, not the Greater Boston Stallions. The New England Bombers to play out of Braintree, Massachusetts, but they're playing their first game of the year tonight against the Southern Vermont Storm. The Connecticut Reapers are hosting the Boston Chargers. They are the former Greater Boston Stallions, and the Warriors are hosting the Ravens. Warriors and Ravens are the only 2 teams at 1-0 versus 1-0. And on first down, here is number 83 running with the football, breaking tackles, and finally brought down at about the 32-yard line. See, we have a number for number 83 here on our roster. And we have no number 83 on our roster. But gain of 8 on that play. Second down and 2 from the 33-yard line. So like I mentioned, the Warriors and Ravens, the only 1-0 versus 1-0 matchup in the NFL Week 2. The Storm won their game last week against these Hartford Colts 21-6. But the Bombers did not play a game in Week 1. They had a very early bye week. Riptide and the Raptors in a battle of Rhode Island. The Raptors were shut out 12-0 last week against the Mass Warriors. There's another handoff here. Let's see who that was. And now it looks like get a number. That's Michael Seifert running the football. They'll get a first down for the Wildcats as we get back to our breakdown of week number 2. So the Raptors were shut out 12-0 by the Mass Warriors. The Rhode Island Riptide are looking to go 2-0. They defeated the Connecticut Reapers 8-6 last week. Reapers playing the Boston Chargers. Both teams are 0-1 in that matchup as well. Like I mentioned, the Mass Warriors and the Vermont Ravens are the only 2 teams playing a 1-0 versus 1-0 game here in week 2. We do have a 2 0-1 versus 0-1 games, one being right here in Worcester. The Wildcats and the Colts are both 0-1. Wildcats again lost their opener against the Western Mass Blitzen Bears 32-25 in a rematch of last year's championship game. So Wildcats have lost 2 in a row after a 10-0 regular season in 2021. And now a whistle blows, and it's going to be a full start. I did not hear what the ref said. And it looks like it was actually a defensive penalty. I thought it was going to be a false start the way they blew the play dead. But it's actually a offside on the Colts. So the miscues continue for Hartford as they'll head home for their home opener next week at an 0-2 start. We'll get to the next week's games for both of these teams and the Wildcat schedule moving forward later a little bit. We still have 6.5 minutes left here in this football game. A little time left. Keep you updated as we go along. When we get to about the 2-minute warning, we'll talk about the schedule coming up for the Wildcats. They will not be home here at Worcester for another 4 weeks. More on that in a little bit, as on first down handoff to Seifert. Gets to about the 38-yard line. The gain is 3 or 40. Scoreboard reads he's at the 42-yard line. There's no way. He's definitely at the 38-yard line. By the way, we have 5:50 left in this football game. Wildcats looking to just chew up the clock at this point, get out of here with the Week 2 victory. And their home opener here at General Foley Stadium in Worcester, Massachusetts. And a handoff here, Seifert again inside the 35. Should be enough for a Wildcats first down. 5:15 left in the football game. And yes, it is indeed a first down for Worcester. 33-6 is your score. A very dominant performance by the Worcester run game, led by Michael Seifert and again Xander Givens-Perry. Both have 2 rushing touchdowns each. So credit to both of those guys. Defense, of course, you got to give it up to the defense. They've done their job. They've held the Colts to just 6 points. First down, the ball is at the 34. But she hands off. They're going to hand it off to Perry. Perry swinging it to the outside a little bit, bragging the defender. Down inside the 25, and that is, guess what? It's another Wildcat first down. As we've reached the 4:20 mark, ball at the 22-yard line. Let's see if the Wildcats look to extend on their lead here tonight. And now the Colts call a timeout. Let's take it one with them. We haven't had a timeout in a while. We're watching a presentation of the Worcester Wildcats and New England Football League right here on YouTube. 2:22 and counting here, fourth quarter, about to hit the 2-minute warning. Wildcats are first down at the Colts 22-yard line. They already lead at 33-6. They hand off to Givens-Perry. Perry breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, Perry into the end zone. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the night. And the Wildcats are an extra point away from scoring 40 points here early on in the season. They lead at 39-6. We've hit the 2-minute warning, but the clock is continuing to run. I'm not sure why, but with this extra point from James Viana, we could have a 40-6 football game as we've reached the home stretch. The clock is running. We're inside 2 minutes now. Let's take a look at the Wildcats' upcoming schedule. They have their home opener here tonight. They will not be back at home until August 20th, 4 weeks from tonight. They're on the road next week at the Southern Vermont Storm, July 30th. At New England Bombers on August 6th in Braintree, Massachusetts. They have a bye week August 13th, And then again, like I said, back home for a game against the Boston Chargers here on August 20th. A home game against the Southern Vermont Storm on August 27th. And their 3rd consecutive home game will be 2 weeks after that Storm game. They'll be home September 10th against the New England Bombers. High snap, kick is up, kick is good. And we have a 40-burger here in Worcester. The Wildcats lead at 40-6. We're going to stay here with it as we're inside the final minute here in Worcester. I've been Stephen Erd. Thank you all very much for watching this broadcast. We appreciate you here at the Worcester Wildcats. And of course, the New England Football League will appreciate you as well watching this game. 40-6, it looks like is going to be your final score, but we'll wait till the final seconds tick down here at General Foley Stadium. It's been a very beautiful night. Thank you to the Worcester Wildcats for the opportunity to broadcast your football games. It's been an exciting first game. I'm excited for what's to come for this team as they get their first win of the 2022 season. Final score is going to be 40-6. That'll do it for us, for the Worcester Wildcats, for the Hartford Colts, and for the New England Football League. I'm Stephen Erd. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you again August 20th as the Worcester Wildcats take on the Boston Chargers from Foley Stadium. I'm wishing you all a very pleasant good evening.